Hi, good morning. Recently, a friend of mine approached me saying that, hey, love, why don't you do some financial planning or maybe suggest some good products for SIP for my wife? I said, very nice, good. But why is your wife not here for the discussion? Oh, she doesn't know anything about, financial planning or SIP or mutual funds. So you please do it for me. I said, tell me, you're doing it for your wife. What will happen if the money is accumulated and you're not around? Who is going to help her with that? Maybe some men, some women will might try to help her, but then he or she may not have best interests in his or her mind in managing it. So you're accumulating money, you're creating wealth for your wife, but then if you're not empowering her how to use it, there's no point in creating wealth for your wife. So think twice. And I think most of the men do this only. So they think that they know everything, and they do not expose their wives, mothers, daughters about planning, financial jargon, so per se, and then they just leave wealth for them to manage, and that's the saddest part of it. So it's like saying that when some woman gets money and she has not been exposed to financial world, it's simply as as a man going into kitchen and trying to cook something, they're simply lost. So I think we should understand that educating and empowering is one of the most profound fact which we should exercise, and we should empower our female members of the family to use it, to understand it. So I think that's what we all need to learn. So viewers, hi, I'm Love Kumar, your host for the evening today, and today is International Women's Day. And to celebrate International Women's Day every year, that's a culture, and that's what we do. That we look upon women as leaders to emulate the learning, the wisdom which they bring to the table. And for all of us today, we have two extremely talented, beautiful women on our show. First is Miss Bexy Kuriakos. She is an IIM Bangalore alumni. She has close to 25 years of experience in BFSI sector. She has been managing thousands of crore primarily into fixed income. Her last stint was as head of fixed income for Principal Mutual Fund, where we were colleagues as well. And since last 3 years, she has been curating a lot of content on education per se, and she is very vocal on social media. And she has been doing excellent content towards educating primarily women. So let me introduce the another leader, Reena Nathani. She is Chief Business Officer at Quantum Mutual Fund. She has close to 24 years of experience of work. She has been a global citizen. She was born and brought up in US. She came to India. She was raising her children, and then when she came across a problem, she created a company altogether to solve that problem. So that's what a true leader does. Leads by example. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I think jumping straight to the topic, uh, according to both of you, what are the major challenges being faced by a woman in her investment journey?
I think women have made tremendous strides. So it's important to notice, the change that is happening and continues to happen. I think financial participation has doubled by women in the last decade, whether that be with bank accounts, demat accounts, and a recent article I read said that 47% of women are taking independent financial decisions, whereas it's much higher for men at 72%. So the biggest challenge seems to be the financial literacy part. You kind of alluded to it, right? Culturally as well, women have always traditionally depended on their fathers, their husbands, their brothers, etc., to do the financial management. But I think that's changing, and it's very important for women to understand. And it's not just about understanding what money management is, it's about really empowering yourself to be secure and confident in making those long term decisions. So, financial literacy is a problem, it is key to solve. And the thing I believe in financial literacy, it's in your control. You're not depending on some government scheme or
True.
somebody to give it to you. It is totally in your control. I think the second real big thing is there is always traditionally women have relied on more conservative approaches for investing or risk averse, right? I buy gold, I hand it down to my daughters, things like that. Whereas with inflation, what it is today, that's not a sustainable practice. They need to move from saving to actually investing. So that again stems around education, mindset, and things like that. Um, and I think women always put other people before themselves, right? So, in that entire mindset, have you really thought about your retirement? Have you thought about what will happen if tomorrow your husband passes or you get divorced? We've seen divorces are doubling in urban areas in the last few years. So, in some sense, it's an urgent need to educate yourself to be more financially independent.
No, so thank you, Dina, for elaborating it. In fact, you know, one of the most profound thing about Bexy has been that after her last stint with Principal Mutual Fund, she actually during her stint she practiced what we used to preach. She attained that fire.
Mm.
So financially independent and retire early. So in fact, I would request Bexy to put some more light on this as well as on the financial education and empowering women.
Yeah, so just picking up from where Reena was talking about, I totally agree with her that financial literacy is required. Women are already, gaining a lot. They are doing a lot of investing, but I think a lot more needs to be done. And one thing is, women somehow hesitate to talk about money conversations. If there's a group of men sitting in a room, वो लोग बहुत आसानी से
Hmm.
दे विल टॉक कि मैंने ये इन्वेस्ट किया, मैंने वो इन्वेस्ट किया, तुमने क्या किया, बट जब एक ग्रुप ऑफ लेडीज़ बैठते हैं तो उनका डिस्कशन कुड बी अबाउट देयर चिल्ड्रन, कुड बी अबाउट व्हाट इश्यूज़ दे आर फेसिंग, बट मनी का डिस्कशन नहीं होता है। तो आई थिंक women शुड स्टार्ट डिस्कसिंग मनी, be more confident about discussing money and learn about money. So that is one part. And second part is, I also feel very strongly about the gender pay gap, which even today is a reality, love. We know that women, for similar work they do, they earn less than men. They also do a lot of unpaid work in their homes, which is not appreciated. So, जब तक लेडीज जितना ज़्यादा कमाएँगे, उतना ज़्यादा इन्वेस्ट कर पाएँगे। तो इट इज़ अ रियलिटी कि बिकॉज़ वुमेन अर्न लेस and because many women are homemakers also, they are not able to invest so much or save themselves for the for themselves. So this is a reality where we need to address strongly that women need to get into high paying jobs, upskill themselves, target sectors where pay gaps are less, go for maybe companies which have better workplace policies for women, think on those lines. And also women need to be more confident in terms of negotiating for themselves, for their promotions, for their salaries at the workplace, just like the men do. तो एक जो जेंडर पे गैप है वो एक समथिंग स्टिल which is there, which is a challenge for women, and that women need to consciously work towards. And second, like we all agree ki women need to be more confident in terms of talking about money, seeking help, and also educating themselves. और जो आपने बात की अबाउट मी अचीविंग फायर, yes, I feel fortunate that I have. And म्यूचुअल फंड्स ने मुझे बहुत हेल्प की. So I am a strong believer. Of course, it helped me that I am from the mutual fund industry, but the biggest reason for me to achieve fire has been my investments in mutual funds and consistently saving, and also making sure that my expenses and all are within control, and prioritizing investments and following a good asset allocation pattern. So mutual funds can help every woman achieve fire. You just need to work towards it diligently.
Sure. I think nicely
Just
articulated.
to, sorry, just to kind of add on one of the points. In fact, one of the things that you said earlier about being part of those financial discussions, I think we as women are also responsible to educate our daughters to have that. That's a really,
Absolutely,
as this
yes.
generation, each one
True.
progresses, I think that's a critical thing. Money management very early in life, involving everyone in the family,
True.
in those discussions, even at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Uh, will just set the example for future generations as well.
Sure. But what about the digital inclusion of women, because now all the transactions are actually happening digitally. So what about digital exposure of women?
Sure.
No, this is a very important thing you have taken up, Love, and especially it affects our ladies who are senior citizens. Jैसे, people of our mother's age, especially someone who is 60, 65, 70 plus, they really struggle with it. In fact, many of them may not know how to use an ATM card, forget about internet banking. तो क्योंकि डिजिटल एज जो अभी है हमारा और इतना फास्ट प्रोग्रेस हुआ है, टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत ज़्यादा फास्ट प्रोग्रेस हुआ है, एंड वी आर इन द एज ऑफ स्मार्टफोन्स, सब चीज़ ऐप में होती है, लॉग इन करना होता है, तो देर इज़ एक पूरी एक जनरेशन है विमेन जो रह गए हैं पीछे, क्योंकि they have not been able to keep up with this rapid change in technology. So, so it is, of course, again another challenge for women, and which, especially women who are maybe in the rural areas or semi-urban areas, who are not even, who are not even have the access to those kind of sophisticated systems, a laptop or a smartphone. तो यहाँ पे काफ़ी इवन हमारे रेगुलेटर्स, गवर्नमेंट सबको, एंड इवन द बैंकिंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस, सबको एक जॉइंट एफर्ट करना है कि वी एडुकेट women ऑन हाउ टू यूज़ these टेक्नोलॉजीज़, how to make them comfortable with these technologies.
So I have a slightly differing view here. I think technology has enabled more of the masses than we in some sense realize. If you look at just the sheer growth of the mutual fund industry and the penetration at Quantum Mutual Fund, I remember even 4 years ago, pre-COVID, we were covering 10% of the pin codes in India, in terms of reach. So when we analyze the data, we see that people are investing from such rural towns. Now, getting women to invest becomes the second part of it. And if you look at Amphi data, last 5 years, women investments have grown by 32%. So women are getting more active, they are getting enabled. I think it is a key way of learning. It is an easy way of learning. And if you sort of look at areas of interest as women, because always time is a constraint, or how do you keep it interesting? So, to be honest, tech is the way to go.
Correct.
Tech is the only way we are going to be able to get that last mile, conversion, because the feet on the street model or the distributor model has gone, and it has, increased reach, but only to that much.
Sure.
So tech is really the way to go. Again, it's
Yeah.
a lot in our hands. There is a lot happening. Automatically, they're exposed to the fact that my bank has this much money. I need to do something with it. So I truly believe we're going to see rapid growth in the coming years, with or without the help of anyone.
No, I completely agree. In fact, that's what we do at MF Online also. We have our own app, MF Online. So we see equal participation of men as well as women coming on the app. And I think this
Yes, absolutely.
social media is the most powerful tool of our times. I cannot say anything about future. Future is very uncertain in terms of these AI and
Right.
chat GPT and lot of other stuffs which keeps coming up. But I think digital and social media is revolutionizing the way we have been investing. And I think but yes, what Bexy said is also true, that we cannot leave behind the older generation because they're still not adept at investing.
Right.
And we have also be very careful about those financial frauds which keeps happening to senior citizens more than anybody else.
Right.
It's not that others are not getting victimized out of it, but yes, senior citizens are a more victim
Absolutely.
and more easy victim. So we have to, and that's where I think regulator also should have been coming into picture. But yes, digital and social is the way to go.
Yeah, and to your point on social media, I think that's also a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
I think we face the challenges of too much information.
True.
So how do you declutter, demystify, and make it simpler? That's the other side of the coin. But I think aligning yourself with social media influencers, doing some homework with, following reputed institutions, and gauging for yourself the quality of the output is going to also matter a lot.
Absolutely, and
Yeah,
that's where we as savvy savers come into picture in terms of propagating right information. So we don't propel people to go and do something which is detrimental to their wealth creation. We
right.
intend to give them right sort of information so that they take right decisions.
Absolutely.
Now, having said that, how much it is important for women to keep their investment aside from the family investment, and why should women actually have independent investing pattern or investment style as compared to their families or joint investments?
So, again, stepping back from traditions, I think women traditionally have said, I come last in some sense. Flip side is they're also earning money and they are kind of becoming, at least from an income level, financially independent. If you see when a crisis happens, what's the first thing to go? Women will sell their
Yeah.
gold, or they will be asked to cut their lifestyle, things like that. Um, we look at we talked about divorces. As much as we want a happily ever after, that's not necessarily the case. So your decisions to stay in a marriage should be based on happiness, not helplessness.
Yeah.
I think keeping your finances separate and planning to be independent just gives you the freedom to make those choices. Do I want to continue working? Do I not? Do I want to, uh, you know, stay in a marriage? Do I not? All of those decisions become way more confident and independent, and you are not left in a situation where you are at the mercy of someone else.
Mm.
So I think it's no longer a luxury; it's a necessity being financially independent.
Yeah, Bexy.
Yeah, so just to add to what Reena said, traditionally women were mostly homemakers and they used to come with stridhan. So they had what they had personal wealth, which they completely owned, was the gold and the jewelry that they would receive. And Indian women own quite a bit of gold, as we
Yeah.
know. So that's good, but now things have changed a lot. Women are earning, as much as men in many cases, and so it's very important that women need to have some control over their finances and have some element of financial independence for sure. So that makes them more confident, and that also gives them a kitty for their own emergency use if at all it
Mm.
arises, like Reena said, if there's a divorce or even an event like the unexpected death of your spouse, and you have that time when you're figuring out things and you need to run the household. So that kind of emergency kit is very important, and women need to know about the finances of the family. What are the assets, what are the liabilities, what are the bank accounts, etc. And when women get married, it is good to early on have a discussion with their spouse on how the expenses will be managed. So you have your household expenses, each person will have their own discretionary expenses, and then of course you need to save away to meet your goals, when children come along, their education, then your retirement planning. So there are various models which can work. There is no one single model. So what works for you and your spouse and family is what you need to have. But so something, it can be like each of the spouse have their own personal account if both of them are earning, and then there can be a common joint account for the household expenses, and then there can be an account for the investments, the loans or EMI. So that can be one model. I have spoken to women where what works for them is that one spouse salary is used to meet the entire household expenses, etc., and one
Mm.
spouse salary is entirely used for saving. So they build up a kitty like that. So whatever works for your family, but yes, women need to be in the know. They need to have control. They need to know what's happening in the finances, and the discussion and conversation should happen early on in the marriage so that both the partners are communicating with each other on the finances part.
So, are you hinting towards prenuptial agreements, which is more prevalent in West?
That I think even in the West, it happens mostly among the very wealthy or I
Okay.
think where one
Mm.
person is extremely wealthy. I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
But I think it's good to have a conversation even before you get married
Mm.
on the finances part, or what is the financial outlook, because
Yeah.
typically sometimes happens in a marriage one person is a saver and one is a spender, and that's where a lot of conflict can arise, right? Because then one
Mm.
person is accusing the other person that you are spending all the
Mm.
time, we have to save. So there has to be some common ground and some flexibility also, where you say, okay, there are certain things I can spend on without asking for my spouse's permission,
Mm.
or so I think it's good to have that conversation even before
Yeah.
marriage. Mostly क्या होता है हमारे यहाँ पे, सब पूरा डिस्कशन और प्लानिंग शादी के ऊपर होता है, ऑन द
Mm.
वेडिंग.
Yeah.
उस
that's the
पे
problem.
इतना प्लानिंग होता है और उस पे इतना खर्चा भी होता है.
Mm.
मतलब
Mm.
Indians are known to spend a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
even take loans for the
More beyond
for
the
Yeah.
one
means.
day or
Yeah.
those 3
Yeah.
4 5 days.
Mm.
बट उसके आगे क्या? उसके आगे का जो फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग है कि कैसे हम अपना फाइनेंसेस मैनेज करेंगे, so that is what requires more discussion than the shadi day.
Mm.
So definitely they need to
True.
discuss more on the long term finances.
True. So coming back to next question, ऐसा हमने देखा है कि women tend to take less risk. So is it because of the fact that they are actually risk averse, or also, or maybe because they are less aware about different investment avenues? What's your take?
So yes, women traditionally they had a big affinity to gold. Maybe also because that time you didn't have that many investment avenues, and gold was something physically also the woman could say, I own the gold, and she had custody of that gold. But and of course, women also, like men, Indians are big on uh, trusting the banking system and investing a lot in FDs. So that's there. But I think the good thing is that things are changing for the better. So I saw some statistics where now one in four demat accounts are owned by women, and also that in 2024 there has been a 75% growth in new demat accounts opened by women. So it's good to see that women are getting more and more into the markets, and even something like FNO trading, I believe about 20% or some percentage are women who are trading in FNO. So those things are changing. Women used to be very conservative, and there are women who still feel that they can't take in the market volatility. So हम FDs में ही invest करेंगे. मार्केट उस उसमें क्या होता है कि कुछ इसलिए भी होता है क्योंकि women don't know much about markets, और वो volatility को कैसे हैंडल करना चाहिए. उसके लिए भी टेक्निक्स है टू मैनेज द वॉलेटिलिटी, टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एसेट एलोकेशन क्या होता है, उससे भी आप अपना बैलेंस कर सकते हैं रिस्क. तो जो काफ़ी जो डर है या फिर जो थोड़ा है, दैट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ नॉलेज अबाउट द
Mm.
वेरियस इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑप्शंस दैट आर अवेलेबल, एंड कि यू कैन कंट्रोल योर रिस्क. एंड ऑल्सो एक जो डेटा हम वी हैव टू सी कि हाउ द मार्केट्स हैव डन. तो अगर ये सब चीज़ें अगर हम थोड़ा इम्प्रूव करें, women educate themselves on this, then they can be more confident of investing in riskier instruments.
Okay. What's your take, Reena?
So I agree with Bexy completely here. I think traditionally women have been more conservative, risk averse. That's changing. Limited avenues, more knowledge around gold, and that was part of the culture. But it's changing, and I think from a women's perspective, women tend to be more. They want to understand things before. They like risk adjusted returns, if you will. So knowing what will happen or educating themselves first. But sometimes the problem becomes, do I have the time? There's too much information. It's too jargony. So I need, some help kind of decoding that. What we've seen and what really works with women particularly and in general is that diversification or asset allocation approach. So at Quantum, we have a 12-20-80,
Mm.
asset allocation approach. And what we say is you have to have 12 months of your expenses set out for emergency money. And that can be in a liquid fund. So instead of doing an FD, do something where you can move in and out, right? Of the balance, invest 20% in gold. That will save you from the fluctuations or act like a diversifier. And then the 80% you put in a diversified equity mutual fund portfolio. So by creating a diversified portfolio, what happens is you've got your
Yeah.
emergency money done. You've got some amount of growth happening through your equity
Mm.
investments, and you have the gold component as well, which keeps you secure when markets are going up and down.
Yeah.
So we are seeing that women are buying into that simplistic approach more because it's easy to understand. It's easy to kind of pick and choose as opposed to saying, oh, should I track, the
Yeah.
50, 100 equity stocks out there or
Mm.
funds out there.
Okay.
So a lot of it becomes a function again of literacy, education, time. But we are seeing that
Okay. So
they are moving.
you're suggesting more of asset allocation kind of funds for women per se,
For everyone
for
in
everyone
general and particularly in women.
in women.
I think the question, and you sort of talked about it, is what is your risk appetite, even as a woman,
Yeah.
right? What are your objectives? What are
Correct.
your short term, long
Mm.
term goals? We've seen crypto has become a big thing.
Yeah.
So we really say that, maybe take out 5% of your savings and invest it in something that if you lose completely, you will not lose sleep over,
Mm.
right? It will
Mm.
not impact your day to day life. Events like COVID, I think, gave this generation also a reality check in terms of it's not about instant gratification. It's not about, following the next trend. You have to be a little bit more mindful. So we seem to be having two spectrums, right? We
Mm.
have the youth coming in
Yeah.
who is earning more, wants to take more
Mm.
high risk. And then we have the retiree at the other end. And somewhere in the middle, we have the housewife and the,
Correct.
just speaking about women per se.
Mm.
So each one needs a different sort of enablers or different sort of
Mm.
environment ecosystem.
Mm.
But this asset allocation works for everybody
Everyone.
because you're going to
Mm.
have preservation of wealth and
Right.
you're going to have some amount of growth. I think what more and more women in India need to move away from is that saving notion, right? Because an
Mm.
FD today and a savings account does not even beat inflation.
Right.
And with expenses going up the way they are, um, it's no longer again a it's not a nice to have to be able to invest. You have
Correct.
to be able to invest to just keep up with things,
Mm.
So
So coming to a question, normally it's a notion, maybe true also, that women are more compassionate towards families. So when they are planning, for different stages of life, maybe their family requirements actually breaks that pattern of financial planning कि ये मेरा short term का पैसा है, ये मेरा mid term का पैसा है, या मेरा near term का पैसा है. So what's your take on that?
So, I mean, yeah, great question. I think the women consider themselves the ones who are going to sacrifice, who are going to always put their kids' education, the doctors, everything first.
Mm.
I think it's very important to step back and say, put yourself first. And that does not involve a lot. Even if I take a 500 rupee SIP and invest that, every month, that's like taking maybe one less dinner out or, in your grocery buying a juice less, something like that, right? Start thinking about it in very, very small increments and put yourself first. And that's the first thing that needs to go away. I think the second sort of thing is do not compromise on that emergency fund. Make sure that that emergency fund is being built and that you have that stashed away. Then the third becomes the asset allocation, right? And I think asset allocation becomes a great way to kind of balance short term and long term for people who don't want to get it complicated into multiple investment avenues. Mutual funds kind of give you, for example, a very, very, as I said, risk adjusted return, and you can go from debt mutual funds to gold mutual funds to equity mutual funds. The entire spectrum is there. Your investment is very small. And with something like an SIP, the discipline comes in.
Mm.
So, you kind of work towards that. And I think to what Bexy talked about as well, always be part of the discussion. I think the interesting thing is, as you mentioned, you're talking about it at the wedding. Now, when your husband dies, and it's not unheard of, right? You
Yeah.
suddenly are thrown into the deep end. Women are expected to pick that up at whatever age and point they are in their lives without having been given exposure at all, growing up. So that's somewhat of a mismatch. And I
Mm.
think uh, women need to sort of systematically start thinking about it from day one, even as they're teens and,
Mm.
young adults, to always say, wherever I am in my life, I'm going to start investing for my future.
Yeah. I think Bexy, you have done a lot of work on financial literacy, especially for girls. So, what is your experience out of that? How are they adapting to these learnings, thoughts?
So yes, we have been associated with doing school financial literacy camps, and that is something which is a very novel concept in India because it's not part of the school curriculum. And I strongly feel financial literacy needs to become part of the school curriculum
Mm.
so that
Mm.
both boys and girls they learn about finances at a young age, maybe
Mm.
from, like, let's say grade 7 8
Mm.
onwards. And like Reena had mentioned earlier, there has to be conversation about finances at home also.
Yeah.
So today, you have a generation where there is one kid or two kids, and parents, especially the woman or the mother, tend to spoil the children. We want to give the best for our
Mm.
kids,
Mm.
and especially maybe because they themselves have been deprived, or जो
Mm.
पहले के जनरेशन थे उतना पैसा नहीं था, तो
Correct.
हम चाहते हैं कि हम अपने बच्चों के लिए
तो सब
सबसे
कुछ
अच्छा
करे जो
करें।
हमारे साथ नहीं हुआ।
यस,
हम्म।
बट उसमें वो जो एक होता है कि फिर बच्चे भी दे टेक थिंग्स फॉर
हाँ,
ग्रांटेड।
ग्रांटेड। या
वो नहीं
वो इंटाइटल्ड है उस चीज के लिए।
एग्जैक्टली।
हम्म।
एंड उनको नहीं मालूम कि उसके पीछे कितना एफर्ट जाता है, वो कमाने के लिए, वो
Mm.
पैसा कमाने
करेक्ट।
के लिए, वो घर चलाने के लिए। तो
हम्म।
इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू स्टार्ट द कॉन्वर्सेशंस अबाउट मनी एट होम। एंड आई डू होप कि स्कूल करिकुलम्स में भी फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी जो थोड़ा
हम्म।
होना चाहिए पार्ट, जो अभी आजकल कैंप्स में होता है या आफ्टर स्कूल एक्टिविटी होता है।
हम्म।
So it is necessary to instill in children the value of money,
हम्म।
and हर पैसा जो कमाते
कमाया
हैं
जाता
वो
है, कैसे आता है वो पैसा।
यस,
एग्रीड।
तो वो
हम्म।
कॉन्वर्सेशंस और होना चाहिए,
हम्म।
इतना अभी हो नहीं पा रहा है।
हम्म।
And like rightly put by Reena also, women have to prioritize their retirement. अभी आज हम अगर statistics देखें तो women outlive men by 3 years on an
हम्म।
average in India.
हम्म।
लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी अगर हम देखें और हमारे खुद के फैमिलीज में देखेंगे, तो इफ आई लुक एट माई मदर इन लॉ, इवन माई ग्रैंड मदर टाइम, दे हैव ऑल आउटलिव द men.
हम्म।
So रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग बिकम्स वेरी क्रूशियल, और उसमें काफ़ी सारे एस्पेक्ट्स है। एक तो है कि विमेन मतलब अपने हाउस होल्ड के नीड्स ही, फैमिली के नीड्स जैसे आपने बोला, फुलफिल करते रहते हैं बच्चों
हम्म।
के। फिर
हम्म।
बच्चे ग्रो अप होके चले जाते हैं,
हम्म।
देन यू मे बी लेफ्ट टू फेंड
हम्म।
योर सेल्स। और अगर आपको एक एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है कि बच्चे आपकी देखभाल करेंगे, अभी आज के ज़माने में वो भी पॉसिबल नहीं होगा
हम्म।
शायद, because children have their own lives. So it is very, very important to prioritize your retirement planning, and to make sure that कि आप सब कुछ sacrifice नहीं
ना
कर रहे हैं
करें।
for the family, कि आप destitute हो जाए
हम्म।
जब आपकी बारी आए. So that is why I think women have to be practical, and उसी हिसाब से they have to look after their family needs. They
हम्म।
have to look after their own needs and be practical and save away for retirement and get into the know of things, because women will most likely outlive their
मैन।
spouses.
या तो पार्टी करनी वुमेन के लिए उतनी ही जरूरी है जितने मेंस के लिए।
बिल्कुल।
ओके। सो कमिंग फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ अस कमिंग फ्रॉम म्यूचुअल फंड बैकग्राउंड, ये म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करना इतना मुश्किल क्यों है और ये म्यूचुअल फंड है क्या?
सो एक तो अभी हमारे कंट्री में बहुत सारे म्यूचुअल फंड्स हैं, विच इज़ गुड, हेल्दी कंपटीशन। आई थिंक लास्ट काउंट वी हैव 45 और 46 म्यूचुअल फंड्स। पहले तो हज़ारों स्कीम्स होते थे। अभी सेबी ने कैटेगराइजेशन कुछ साल पहले किया,
ये
तो
सेबी क्या
स्कीम्स
है?
Good question. So SEBI is the Securities Exchange Board of India, who is the market regulator, जो म्यूचुअल फंड्स को कंट्रोल करती है,
मतलब उनका
गाइडलाइंस
मॉनिटर है।
स्पेसिफाई करते हैं, मॉनिटर करती है, सुपरवाइज करती है,
हुँ,
एंड रूल्स रेगुलेशंस म्यूचुअल फंड्स कैसे चलना चाहिए, किस टाइप के इन्वेस्टमेंट्स वो कर सकते हैं, कितना रिस्क ले सकते हैं, वो सब सेबी कंट्रोल करती है। सेबी के ओवरसाइट में आती
हुँ,
है म्यूचुअल
हुँ,
फंड्स।
हुँ,
तो जैसे मैंने बोला 45 टू 46 म्यूचुअल फंड्स है, और हर म्यूचुअल फंड काफ़ी सारे स्कीम्स लॉन्च करती है। सो लिटरली देयर आर 1000 प्लस स्कीम्स, और स्कीम्स के नाम भी ऐसे होते हैं, हाइब्रिड, डायनामिक एसेट
या डेट
एलोकेशन,
हाइब्रिड, इक्विटी हाइब्रिड।
यस, बैलेंस्ड
हाँ,
एडवांटेज,
हाँ, ना बैलेंस है ना एडवांटेज है, कुछ समझ नहीं आता
फिर
है।
मल्टी कैप, फ्लेक्सी कैप। अब फ्लेक्सी कैप और मल्टी कैप में
हुँ,
क्या डिफरेंस है?
करेक्ट।
तो वो नाम में ही कन्फ्यूजन होता है काफ़ी। एंड मैंने ये भी नोटिस किया कि लोगों ने लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का यूलिप लिया होगा, कोई एक कंपनी का, और उसी कंपनी का जो म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी होगी, वो म्यूचुअल फंड में भी इन्वेस्ट किया होगा, पर उनको वो डिफरेंस नहीं मालूम। वो कहते हो मैंने ये लिया, जबकि वो
हुँ,
एक्चुअली यूलिप होगा। अ, और वो समझते हैं वो म्यूचुअल फंड है। तो वो बेसिक लेवल तक का भी कन्फ्यूजन होता है लोगों का।
हुँ,
तो एक तो है कि अगेन यहाँ पे एजुकेशन ही वर्क करती है, कि आप जो इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कर रहे हो, अगर आप एडवाइजर के थ्रू कर रहे हो, आप मतलब आस्क एज मेनी क्वेश्चंस। आप आपको लगता होगा कि आपका क्वेश्चन बहुत बेसिक है या स्टूपिड है, बट आस्क क्वेश्चंस एंड अंडरस्टैंड कि आप क्या चीज़ में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो। तो मेरे ख्याल से वो काफ़ी तो म्यूचुअल फंड्स और एम्फी भी बहुत इन्वेस्टर एजुकेशन करती रहती है, जब डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ जो फंड्स है, जैसे बैलेंस्ड एडवांटेज फंड क्या होता है, डायनामिक एसेट एलोकेशन क्या है, तो काफ़ी इन्वेस्टर एजुकेशन एफर्ट्स होती रहती है। आप पेपर्स में देखते हैं, टीवी में देखते हैं। और एवरी म्यूचुअल फंड का वेबसाइट पे अगर आप जाएंगे, तो एक अलग सेक्शन ही होता है इन्वेस्टर एजुकेशन
हुँ।
पे। तो उधर भी आपको बहुत इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलती है। तो ये सब चीज़ें आप लर्न करिए, सीखिए, और अगर आपको फिर भी बहुत टीडियस लग रहा है,
तो हमारे
तो
पास आ
एक
जाइए।
एक अच्छे फाइनेंशियल एडवाइज़र की हेल्प लीजिए,
श्योर,
जो आपको ये सब सिंप्लीफाई करके समझा सकते हैं।
करेक्ट। सो रीना अगेन ये क्वेश्चन तो अनआंसर्ड ही रह गया कि म्यूचुअल फंड होता क्या है? म्यूचुअल फंड मतलब किसका फंड?
Yeah. So mutual funds are actually a great avenue to invest because if you see, as she pointed out and you pointed out, it's heavily regulated. So usme, you're not worried about somebody taking your money and running away. That's one thing. Usme active fund management hota hai. So what happens today is if I want to buy a Unilever, मेरे को लगता है this company is good, I want to be invested in it. I can't buy a share without enough capital, right? Because some of these share prices are very high. So
हुँ,
what a mutual fund does is through the portfolio of investments, it enables the small investment to happen. So whether you are, earning 10,000 rupees or 10 lakhs a month, you have an option to be part of the growth story, right? In terms of these companies doing well and you kind of investing in them to be able to do better. So a mutual fund gives you a access to a portion of a portfolio. That portfolio has companies which represent India's growth story, right? So a mutual fund gives you access to India's growth story. We talk about large cap, which is say companies which are large companies driving India's economy or infrastructure or whatever it may be, or a small cap company, which is essentially that next startup who has become an established company who will be the next disruptor. Um, so it enables you access to investment opportunities. Mutual funds not only are in equity, they can be in debt also, they can be in gold. So today we have digital gold where instead of keeping chunks and bars of gold in your locker or jewelry, you can actually buy paper gold, which
हुँ,
mimics and gives you the same amount of appreciation. It's digital, etc. So I think the mutual fund is an investment avenue. To answer your question, it is highly regulated, it is risk, you have knowledge. So if you take the time to read about a mutual fund, you will understand what the risk profile is. If you would have heard, mutual funds are subject to market risk, read all
येस,
offer documents before investing. These are all the amount of disclosures a mutual fund company has to give to make sure by hook or crook its investors understand
हुँ,
um, the pros and cons of the investment. That's actually a big stride in the right direction. We talk about, I think, more than mutual funds for the women audience, particularly, the concept of an SIP is very important. An SIP, you can consider it in simplistic terms. The acronym stands for Systematic Investment Plan. But think of it as an EMI where you're not paying, but you're actually investing in your future,
Mm.
right? So that disciplined approach where I take out money from my kitty every month to grow. Now, if we take basic numbers, you put an SIP of 500 rupees today at a 12%, which is what the average returns are. In the next 20 years, that would have gone to 50 lakhs.
500 रुपए की SIP से 50 लाख हो जाएगा
50 lakh 20 साल में.
Oh.
Now, but again, that is your most conservative allocation, right? Depending on your risk appetite, you adjust your investments accordingly. So while there are a large number of mutual funds out there, I think honestly the fintechs and influencers, social media influencers, etc., have helped in simplifying it to a certain extent. I think the idea is not to get bogged down by the too much, but just get started with the very basic.
Mm.
Even if you do not want to create asset allocation on your own now, you have a multi-asset fund.
Mm.
You have funds, balanced funds, which do exactly what we're saying to do in a DIY. Instead of the DIY approach, you have a ready-made solution.
Mm.
So in a matter of clicks, you get it done. So I'd say worry less about, should I do A versus B versus C,
Mm.
versus just go in and do it, and start small. That will be sort of the way that you get more comfort and confidence, and you start seeing your money growing, you start seeing the results, and that leads to a powerful outcome. So within mutual funds, to answer your question, great investment avenue. And within that, SIPs is really a
Okay.
sustainable way to also be able to balance market fluctuations, because my investment in month 1, when the markets are high, will get balanced by investment in month 2, where the markets may be lower. So net, I have averaging and compounding to, make my money grow.
सो मार्केट के उतार चढ़ाव की चिंता करनी ही नहीं है अगर आपने एक बार एसआईपी शुरू कर दी कंटिन्यू रखो एंड दैट्स सच अ पावरफुल स्टेटमेंट और अ पावरफुल थिंग कि 500 रुपए के एसआईपी भी 50 लाख बन सकता है if you stay invested and stay invested for longer
long term horizon. Yes,
सो दीज आर
absolutely.
जार्गन्स सो शायद ना बहुत सारे लोगों को ये समझ ही नहीं आती है क्रिप्टो समझ लेते हैं बट कहीं वो म्यूचुअल फंड समझ नहीं पाते हैं
Hmm.
उनको ये नहीं लगता भाई 5,000 में आप शायद एक क्रिप्टो या 2 क्रिप्टो खरीद सकते हो बट यहाँ पे 5,000 में आपको 50 स्टॉक्स की ओनरशिप मिल जाती है
Oi,
दैट्स सच एन ऑसम थिंग सच अ पावरफुल थिंग बट
absolutely.
टेल मी वन थिंग व्हाट इज एसटीपी ये एसटीपी भी कुछ होता है क्या
So an STP is basically a systematic transfer plan. It's basically, we talked about an SIP investing money, and STP is really moving money. Say, for example, you get your salary or you get an inheritance, and you do not want to invest all of it in the market at one shot. You want to kind of see how the market is moving, or you have other needs. What you can do is put the lump sum amount in what we call a liquid fund, and that gives you a good amount of return. It's akin to a fixed deposit in terms of risks, but actually doesn't have the penalties associated with it. And you set up your account such that you systematically move some amount to an SIP, to a mutual fund account. So it gives you that option to balance both without doing away with the discipline around it. Because we all know you are on top of it one day, and then, next month, whether you remember to put the investment in or not, this just becomes a very good way to do that.
Okay. So, what is SWP?
So love ye SIP, STP, SWP, these are all just ways to make it operationally easy
Okay.
for investor to invest in mutual funds. कि हर महीना आपको वो दिक्कत ना या एफर्ट ना लेने पड़े याद रखने के लिए अच्छा मुझे अभी कुछ इन्वेस्ट करना है या विड्रॉ करना है. टॉकिंग अबाउट SWP, इट इज सिस्टमैटिक विड्रॉवल प्लान. एंड हम जो बात करते हैं, पहले के ज़माने में लोग जब रिटायर करते थे और उनको स्टेडी इनकम चाहिए,
हम्म,
या वो जब कमा नहीं रहे, इनकम चाहिए, तो वो क्या है, एफडीज़ के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट थे कि
हम्म,
एफडीज़ में कुछ मंथली इंटरेस्ट या क्वार्टरली
हम्म,
इंटरेस्ट आएगा एंड दैट इज़ माय इनकम। या
हम्म,
फिर बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्ट करो एंड उसमें से
हम्म,
इंटरेस्ट इनकम आता है। बट ये जो है हम म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी आसानी से रेप्लिकेट कर सकते हैं।
हम्म,
आपकी जो मंथली कैश फ्लो रिक्वायरमेंट है, चाहे अगर आप रिटायर हो गए हैं और आपको एक मंथली कैश फ्लो चाहिए, या फिर आप इन बिटवीन जॉब्स है, या फॉर एनी अदर रीजन यू नीड टू सप्लीमेंट योर नॉर्मल
हम्म,
इनकम, आप म्यूचुअल फंड के थ्रू भी आपको वो आप अपना मंथली कैश फ्लो सेट कर सकते
हम्म,
हैं थ्रू SWP। तो उसके लिए अगर आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट्स ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं, आप म्यूचुअल फंड्स में आपने
हम्म,
वेरियस स्कीम्स में रखा हुआ है,
हम्म,
तो उसमें आप एक इंस्ट्रक्शन दे सकते हैं टू द म्यूचुअल फंड और थ्रू योर एडवाइजर, कि आई वांट टू स्टार्ट एन SWP, जिसमें मुझे समझो 50,000 महीने के चाहिए। अगर
हम्म,
आपका टारगेट है कि मुझे 50,000 का कैश फ्लो चाहिए,
हम्म,
या 25,000 या 1 लाख जो भी है
हम्म,
महीने का चाहिए,
हम्म,
तो उस हिसाब से SWP स्टार्ट करिए विथ अ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ 1 लाख अमाउंट।
ओके,
तो उतने यूनिट्स जो आपके जो होल्डिंग है वो हर महीना डेबिट होता रहेगा।
ओके,
तो उसमें आप चूज कर सकते हैं कि वो महीने का कौन सा दिन
हम्म,
है, यू वांट ऑन द 5th ऑफ द मंथ, 10th ऑफ द मंथ। तो अकॉर्डिंगली उतना पैसा आपके बैंक अकाउंट में आएगा। ऑफ कोर्स इट डिपेंड्स कि आपका कॉर्पस कितना है और उस
हम्म,
पे कितने रिटर्न्स आपके आए हैं।
हम्म,
तो ये एक काफ़ी कन्वीनिएंट वे है टू गेट मंथली कैश फ्लो।
ओके। सो एक चीज़ बताइए मुझे, ऐसा मैंने सुना है बहुत लोगों से, बहुत सारे फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर्स, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स ये कहते हैं किसी भी कस्टमर को कि एसआईपी करो, एसटीपी करो और एसडब्ल्यूपी करो और आपकी लाइफ सेट है।
आई थिंक आई विल एग्री विद दैट। SWP तो बाद में आती है, शुरू तो आपको SIP और STP से करना है। SIP है जब आपके पास एक रेगुलर अमाउंट हर महीना हो इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए, और STP जैसे रीना ने बोला, अगर आपके पास एक लमसम अमाउंट सडनली आ गया एंड आप वो एक साथ पूरा एट अ टाइम मार्केट में नहीं डालना चाहते, आपको लग रहा है मार्केट अभी थोड़ा वैल्यूएशंस हाई है, आप उसको एवरेज आउट करना चाहते हैं, तो SIP एंड STP से डेफिनेटली आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। एंड टूवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ योर इन्वेस्टिंग जर्नी इज़ व्हेन, जब आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट सब हो गए और आपको जब कैश फ्लो की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, विच इज़ नॉर्मली ड्यूरिंग रिटायरमेंट,
हुँ,
जो भी टाइम पे आप रिटायर करना चाहते हैं, तो उस टाइम से आप अपना SWP चालू करिए। तो
हुँ,
एक्चुअली ये तीनों से आपके मोस्टली सब फाइनेंशियल नीड्स मीट हो
कवर हो
सकते
जाएँगे।
हैं।
नाइस, आई थिंक दैट्स अ वेरी गुड कांसेप्ट। मुझे एक बात बताइए, अभी ना ये जेन ज़ी आया है या जेन ज़ी है, जो जेन ज़ी जॉब कर रहा है, इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, सो दे आर मोर अट्रैक्टेड टुवर्ड्स क्रिप्टो पर से, ऐसा मैंने सुना है। सो देयर इज़ अ स्टैटिस्टिक्स व्हिच सेज कि ड्रीम 11 पे जितने अकाउंट्स हैं, उसका आधा भी म्यूचुअल फंड में फ़ोलियो नहीं है, म्यूचुअल फंड में अकाउंट नहीं है। सो व्हाट इज़ योर एडवाइस टू जेन ज़ी?
So I think from an advice perspective, I think it boils down to instant gratification is not everything. You
हुँ,
have to start thinking of your future and ahead. This generation tends to worry about today and says, okay, fine, I will figure out tomorrow.
हुँ,
But it just takes one crisis, it takes one, global event or
हुँ,
market turn or a COVID to happen to realize that that's not always the
हुँ,
case. Typically, we see investors come into more preservation of wealth investment avenues after they've burnt their fingers once or twice. So I think that's where asset allocation becomes key.
हुँ,
Definitely play the market, use your risk appetite and allocate some amount of your
हुँ,
portfolio to doing that. But then the rest you need to be a little mindful for so that you are planning for your future. And when it comes to women, particularly, I think it's really about starting small, setting up that SIP, thinking about themselves first over their family, having those emergency funds in place, and really educating yourself more and more because this instant gratification also comes from, oh, my friend is doing it,
हुँ,
someone else told me I should do it,
फोमो,
FOMO. Um, and I think the literacy part is what is going to change that entire mindset and there are easy ways to do it now
या,
with the social media, with the fintech platforms.
या,
if the amount of passion you put in, say, reading a fashion magazine, for
Mm.
example, you look at fashion stocks,
Yeah.
it's actually quite easy now to connect the dots. And I also feel with AI simplifies things in terms of the amount of time you need to now declutter
Mm.
all of that. It may not be 100% accurate, but in 5 minutes, what research you
Can do.
had to
Yeah.
do would have taken probably
Mm.
hours, if not days.
Mm.
It just makes it easy. So ask those questions, play around, be aware, talk about it,
Mm.
get involved in communities to know more.
Yeah, Bixi, your thoughts?
So you are very right, love, that in our country, Gen Z has really taken to crypto.
Yeah.
And in fact, surprisingly, the statistics show that India is number one in crypto adoption
Mm.
in the
Mm.
last couple of years.
Mm.
So मतलब हम लोग इसको इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते
Correct.
कि बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली ये जो एसेट क्लास है और इसमें जो लीडिंग क्रिप्टो करेंसी है वो है बिटकॉइन।
Mm.
उसकी जो अगर आप प्राइस ग्रोथ देखेंगे लास्ट 5 6 7 years में, इट हैज़ बीन ह्यूजली फिनोमिनल।
Yeah.
एंड गवर्नमेंट्स एंड रेगुलेटर्स जो है, they are still very much कि this is almost they are saying कि illegal तो नहीं है, but
Mm.
they are saying that this is not a currency, they are not regulating it and it is very risky and all, but प्राइस ग्रोथ इतना फिनोमिनल हुआ है क्रिप्टो में एंड बिटकॉइन जैसे करेंसीज में स्पेशली कि बहुत सारे लोग अट्रैक्ट हुए
Mm.
हैं
Mm.
टू दिस एसेट क्लास, और ये बहुत ही स्पेक्युलेटिव एसेट क्लास है।
Mm.
क्योंकि इंडिया में अगर हम रेगुलेशंस देखें, इंडिया की बात करेंगे तो इंडिया में तो गवर्नमेंट इसको कोई भी तरीके से रेगुलेटरी एंगल से अप्रूव नहीं करती है।
Mm.
उन्होंने ये तो बोला है कि ये इलीगल तो नहीं है, ट्रेड
Mm.
कर सकते हैं आप इसमें, बट उसमें उन्होंने काफ़ी सारे रिस्ट्रिक्शंस डाले हैं।
Mm.
टैक्सेशन में आप देखेंगे तो 30% स्ट्रेट अवे योर गेन्स
Mm.
आर टैक्स्ड, और
Mm.
अगर आप लॉसेस करेंगे तो उसमें कोई ऑफसेट नहीं मिलता है आपको।
Mm. Mm.
एंड प्लस अगर आप जो भी ट्रेड करते हैं उस पर 1% टैक्स
Mm.
लगता है। एंड सो देर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ रेगुलेशन अराउंड इट। रिजर्व बैंक ने भी कुछ साल पहले ट्राई किया था टू बैन प्राइवेट क्रिप्टो करेंसीज, पर फिर मेरे ख्याल से सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ओवर रूल कर दिया था। तो रिजर्व बैंक की जो थिंकिंग है कि ये तो प्राइवेट क्रिप्टो करेंसीज आर अ थ्रेट टू मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी, गवर्नमेंट भी एक्सेप्टिंग नहीं है अबाउट
Hmm.
दिस। तो ऐसा हमारा रेगुलेटरी लैंडस्केप है, तो रेगुलेटरी रिस्क काफ़ी है विद क्रिप्टो करेंसी। तो जेंजी को मेरा एडवाइस यही होगा कि बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल
Mm.
when you're trading with cryptocurrency from the regulatory and taxation point of view, क्योंकि गेन्स आपके काफ़ी हेविली टैक्स्ड होते हैं, लॉसेस पे आपको कुछ ऑफसेट नहीं मिलता, और इस पे कोई रेगुलेटरी दिक्कत आ सकती है फ्यूचर में।
Mm.
सेकेंड थिंग इज, अगर आप इसमें जो 3 चीज़ें होते हैं, एक तो रेगुलेटरी मैंने बात की, दूसरी प्रोसेस
Mm.
कि आप कौन से एक्सचेंज के थ्रू कर रहे हो। अभी रिसेंटली लास्ट ईयर हमें पता चला एक बहुत बड़ी एक्सचेंज,
Correct.
क्रिप्टो करेंसी एक्सचेंज की, उनकी स्कैंडल हो गई, उनका
Yes.
हैक हुआ, काफ़ी मतलब थेफ्ट हो गया उनके
Yeah. Wallet
एक्सचेंज
से coins चोरी हो गए।
यस।
Mm.
और वो जो इन्वेस्टर्स थे उनको भी बहुत इम्पैक्ट पड़ा उससे, एंड उनको कोई रेगुलेटरी
Support नहीं था।
सपोर्ट नहीं है क्योंकि ये अनरेगुलेटेड है।
Mm.
तो ओवरनाइट उनका जो क्रिप्टो करेंसी होल्डिंग्स था वो गायब हो गया।
Mm.
तो ये एक बहुत रिस्क है। तो इसलिए आप जिस तरह के एक्सचेंज जिनके थ्रू आप ट्रेडिंग कर रहे हैं, इसमें और भी काफ़ी सारे नुआंसेस हैं। जैसे कहते हैं कि आपका क्रिप्टो करेंसी होल्डिंग्स आपको एक्सचेंज के साथ नहीं रखना चाहिए। यू शुड हैव अ कोल्ड वॉलेट।
Okay.
सो द काइंड ऑफ वॉलेट यू मेंटेन, हॉट वॉलेट, कोल्ड वॉलेट, उससे भी जो सिक्योरिटी है वो काफ़ी इम्पैक्ट होता है, क्योंकि देर आर मेनी केसेस वेयर क्रिप्टो करेंसी हैज़ बीन स्टोलन फ्रॉम द एक्सचेंजेस एट्सेट्रा। तो इसकी जो साइबर सिक्योरिटी है उसका बहुत ध्यान रखना पड़ता है, क्योंकि आप अकेले हो,
Mm.
क्योंकि जैसे कोई प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए है नहीं आपको, अगर कुछ
कुछ हो
गलत
गया तो
जाता
गए।
है गया।
Mm.
तो ये सब रिस्क समझ के आप खेलिए इसमें। तो
Okay.
इसमें आप अपना पूरा सेविंग्स मत लगाइए। सो जेंजी को मेरा एडवाइस है कि आप इसमें एक बहुत ही स्मॉल परसेंटेज, इफ़ यू वांट टू taste it or you want to get it because there are so many people investing in this asset class. So maybe you can put a very small percentage which you are okay कि कल को ये अगर कुछ हो गया इस पे तो I can still survive. मेरा investments या मेरे बाकी के savings are not impacted.
Impacted.
So you have to be very, very cautious is what I would think.
No, I think thank you, Reena. Thank you, Bexy, for joining us on this Women's Day. And there's a very loud and clear message to all the women out there, primarily women and all other investors as well, कि भाई आप सीखो. सीखना तो सबसे important है. That's the way to go. And get involved in financial planning in all financial matters of family, so that, and also create your own kitty. So be compassionate towards your family. That's the best thing to do. But also take a step aside and look at the bigger picture where you find yourself 10 year, 20 year, 30 year down the line. So thank you so much for joining, and we conclude the podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, love.
Thank you.
Thank you.